Uh, Good morning. My name is Eric Carpio, and now I'm reading the book How to Be an Alien. Okay, this is for the exam. First, the chapter one, a warning to beginners. In England, everything is different. You must understand that when people say England, they sometimes mean Great Britain, England, Scotland, and Wales. Sometimes the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Sometimes the British Isles, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland, but never just England. On Sunday in Europe, the poorest person wears his best clothes and the life of the country become happy, bright and colorful on Sundays in England. The richest people wear their oldest clothes and the country become dark and sad. In Europe, nobody talks about the weather. In England, you have to say nice to say nice day, isn't it? About 200 times every day. Or people think you are a bit boring. In Europe, you get Sunday newspaper on Monday. In England, as a strange country, you get Sunday newspaper on Sunday. On a European bus, and the driver use the bell in if he wants to drive on past a bus stop without stopping. In England, you use the bell when you want the bus to stop. In here, people like their cats, but in England, they love their cats more than their family. In Europe, people eat good food. In England, people think that good manners at the table are more important than the food you get to eat. The English eat bad food, but they say it tastes good. In Europe, important people speak loudly and clearly. In England, they learn to speak slowly and quietly so you can understand them. In Europe, earlier, people show that they are clever by talking about Aristotle. Uh, Horace and Montaigne in England, only stupid people try to show how clever they are. They are only people who talk about Latin and Greek writers are those who have not read them. In Europe, almost every country, big or small, fights wars to show they are the best. The English fight wars against those people who think they are the best. The English already know which country is really the best. Europeans cry and quickly get angry. Instead of this, the English just laugh quietly at their problems. In Europe, people are either honest with you or they lie to you. In England, people almost never lie, but they are almost never quite honest with you either. Many Europeans think that life is a game. The English think cricket is a game. Chapter 2, Introducing People. This part of the book tells you how to introduce people to other people. Most importantly, when you introduce a stranger, do not say their name so that the other person is able to hear it. Usually, this is not a problem because nobody can understand you are saying. If somebody introduces you to a stranger, there are two important rules to follow. If he puts one out hand to shake your do not take at it, smile and wait. When he stops trying to shake your hand, try to shake his. Repeat this game all afternoon or evening. Quite possibly, this will be the most amusing part of your afternoon or evening. Two, the introduction are finished And your new friend asks if you are well. How do you do? But do not forget he does not really want to know. To him it does not matter if you are well or if you are dying of a terrible illness. Do not answer. Your conversation will be like this. He, how do you do? You, quite good health, not sleeping very well, left, foot hurts a bit, one or two stomach problems. A conversation like this is an English unforgivable when you meet somebody never say, pleased to meet you. English people think this is very rude. And one other thing, do not call for him lawyers, teachers, doctors, dentists, or shopkeepers, doctor. Everybody knows that the little word doctor means that you are a Central European. Is this not a good thing to be a Central European in England? So you do not want people to remember. Chapter 3, the weather. This is the most important subject in the land. In Europe, people say he is the type of person who talks about the weather. So show that somebody is very worried. In England, the weather is always an interesting, exciting subject, and you must be good at talking about it. Chapter 4, example for conversation for good weather. Nice day isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? The sun? Isn't it wonderful? Yes, wonderful, isn't it? It is so nice and hot. I think it is so nice when it's hot, isn't it? I really it, don't you? Terrible day, isn't it? Isn't it unpleasant? The rain, I don't like the rain. Just think, a day like this in July, it rains in the morning, then a bit of sun, and then rain all the day. I remember the same July day in 1936. Yes, I remember too. Or was it in 1928? Yes, it was. Or in 1939? Yes, that's right. Now, look at the last few sentences of this conversation. You can see a very important rule. You must always agree with other people when you talk about the weather. If it's raining and snowing and the wind is knocking double strings and somebody says, nice day, isn't it? Answer immediately, isn't it wonderful? Learn that conversation, but by her, you can use them again and then again. If you repeat this conversation every day for the rest of your life, it is possible that people will think you are clever, polite, and amusing. Listen of the weather report of the radio, and you will hear different weather reports for different people. There is always a different report for farmers. For example, you hear tomorrow it will be cloudy and cold. There will be a lot of rain. Then immediately after this, you hear weather report for farmers. It will be bright and warm, and there will be a lot of sunshine. Farmers are important word for the country, so they need better weather. You see, often the radio tells you that it is a nice day, but then you look outside and see that it's raining or snowing. Sometimes the radio say it's a raining day and you see that the sun is shining brightly. This is not because the weather, because people have made a mistake. It is because they have reported the right weather as they want to be, but then some troublesome weather from another part of the world move in across Britain and change the weather picture. If British weather has to mix with foreign weather, things are not looking very good. Chapter 5, Soul, not quiet, saying what you mean. Foreigners have souls, the English do not have souls. In Europe, you find many people who look sad, uh, who look sad. This is soul. The worst kind of soul belongs to the Slav people. Slavs are usually very deep thinkers. They say things like this: sometimes I'm so happy and sometimes I'm so bad. and so sad. Can you explain why? You cannot explain, do not to try. Or perhaps they say, I want to be in some other place, not here. Do not say it like you to be in some other place too. All this is very deep. It is soul, you soul, but the English have no soul. Instead, they say less than they mean. For example, if an European boy wants to be a girl that he loves her, he goes down on his knees and tells her she is the sweetest, most beautiful and wonderful person in the world. She has something in her, something special, and he cannot live one more minute without her. Sometimes, to make all this quite clear, he shot himself. This happens every day in your country where people have soul in England and they put his hand on the girl's shoulder and say quietly, "You're all right, you know." If he really loved her, he said, "I really quite like you, in fact." If he wants to marry a girl, he say, I say, would you? If he wants to sleep with her, I say, shall we? Chapter 6, Tea. Tea, tea was once a good drink. With lemon and sugar it tastes very pleasant. But then the British decided to put cold milk and no sugar into it. They made it colorless and tasteless in the hands of the English. Tea became an unpleasant drink, like dirty water, but they still call it tea. Tea is the most important drink in Great Britain and Ireland. You must never say, I do not want a cup of tea, or people will drink that you are very strange and very foreign. In England, how you get cup of a tea at 5 o'clock in the morning when you are still trying to sleep. If your friend brings you a cup of tea and you wake from your sweetest morning sleep, you must not say, I think you are most unking to wake up me and I like to show you. Uh, you must smile your best o'clock and smile and say, thank you so much. Uh, I don't thank you so much. I don't do love a cup of a tea at this time of the morning. When your friend leaves the room, you can draw to tea down the toilet. Then you have a tea for breakfast. You have tea at 11 o'clock in the morning. Then after lunch, then you have a tea at tea time about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then after supper, and again at 11 o'clock at night. You must drink more cups of tea in the weather if it's hot. If it is cold, if you are tired of anybody thinks you are tired, if you are afraid before you go out, if you are in you are if you have just returned home, if you want a cup, if you do not want a cup, if you have not had a cup for some time, if you have just had a cup, you must not follow my example. I sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have coffee for breakfast. I drink black coffee again and during the day. I drink strange and usually thick with not milk at tea time. I have this funny forehand ways, and my poor wife, who was a good English woman, now has them too. I'm sorry to say. Chapter 7, Sex. European men and women have sex life. English men and women have hot water bottles. Chapter 8, The Language. When I arrived in England, I thought that I knew English. After it being here in hour, I realized I did not understand one word in my first week. I learned a little of the language, but after 7 years, I knew that I could never use it really well. This is that, but nobody speaks English perfectly. Remember that those 500 words the ordinary Englishman. Use most are not all the words in the language. You can learn another 500 and another 5,000 and another 50,000 words after that, and you will still find another 50,000 you have never heard of. Nobody has heard of them. If you live in England for a long time, you will be very surprised to find that the word nice is not the only adjective in the English language. For the first 3 years, you not need to learn to use any other adjective. You can say that the weather is nice, a restaurant is nice, Mr. So and so is nice, Mr. So and so's the clothes are nice. You have a nice time. And all this will be very nice. You must decide about your accent. You will have your beforehand accent, all right, but many people like to mix it with another accent. I knew a Polish Jew who had a strong Irish accent. People thought he was very interesting. They aces way to show that you have a good accent or no for foreign accent is to hold a pipe or cigar in your mouth, to speak through your teeth and finish all your sentence with the question, isn't it? People will not understand you, but they will think that you probably speak very good English. Many foreigners try hard to speak with in Oxford accent. The city of Oxford has a famous university. If you have an Oxford accent, people think that you mix with clever people and that you are very intelligent. But the Oxford accent has your throat and is hard to use all the time. Sometimes you can forget to use it, speak with your forgetting accent, and then where are you? People will laugh at you. The best way to look clever is to use long words, of course. These words are often all Latin and Greek words, which the English language takes in many foreigners have learned Latin and Greek in the school, and they think it is much easier to learn these words than the much shorter English words. These words are usually very long and make you seem very intelligent when you talk to say, shopkeepers and postmen, but be careful with that. All of the long words, they do not always have the same meaning as they once have in Latin or Greek. When you know all the long words, remember to learn some short ones too. Finally, there are two important things to remember. One, do not forget that it is much easier to write in English than to speak English because you can write without a foreign accent. Two, on a bus or in the street, it is better to speak quietly in good German than to show loudly in bad English. Anyway, all this language business is not easy. After 8 years in this country, a very kind woman told me the other day, you speak with a very good accent, but without any English. And this is finally to the word one. Thank you. Hi, my name is Eric Carpio, and now I continue to the exam. Now is the part two, and now I explain the six parts of the unit. No, first unit seven. I remember the unit seven. The topic is about the use to and comparisons. First, use to in Spanish se solía usar para solía, ¿no? O en tiempo pasado. Y va con subject, a subject used to plus verb in su form affirmative. Answer for negative if a subject didn't use to verb. So for interrogative, did subject use to plus verb. Now, one example I I used to play soccer every day, ¿no? En Spanish, yo solía jugar fútbol todos los días. This is used to. Now, and comparisons son mismo en inglés significa comparaciones, ¿no? And this as and as, ¿no? As and as. O en Spanish, as espacio as, ¿no? In for example, as plus adjectives plus as, ¿no? One example, eh, this food is as delicious as another one, no? This is the unit 7. Now I continue to the unit 8. The unit 8, I remember to see the present perfect and present continuous. The in present perfect en Spanish es hablar de cosas del pasado, ¿no? Que siguen en la actualidad, ¿no? Talking about the thing in the past and continue in the actually, ¿no? Eh, in the affirmative is I, we, you or they, plus have, plus past participle. In negative is the same I, we, you, they, plus haven't, uh, plus past participle. No? In the interrogative form, have plus I, we, you, they, plus past participle. One example is the I have finished my homework, no? And then the present perfect continuous. I remember the present perfect continuous empezar cosas en el pasado que continúan de forma más activa, ¿no? De start things in the past and continue in the form as active, ¿no? So active form, I is start I, we, you, they plus have been plus verb ing, ¿no? O he, she, it plus has been plus verb ing, ¿no? uh, in the negative form is I, we, you, they plus haven't been plus verb ing. But is he, she, it plus hasn't been plus verb ing. In your interrogative form is have plus I, we, you, they plus been plus verb ing. And another has, he, she, it plus been plus verb ing. One example, I studying English, no? I'm sorry, I mistake for the example. And one example is I have been studying for 2 hours. Then in the unit 9, the topic of the week is modal verbs of necessity. In Spanish is verbos modales, ¿no? Aquí más que todo se caracteriza porque vimos a lot of topics, ¿no? First, necessity. In affirmative, uh, for example, I have to study for my exam, ¿no? And then the another topic, ¿no? In the unit is a look of necessity is in negative, no? And so it's in don't have to or didn't need to, no? One example, you don't have to buy this book. And another topic in the unit is a question or interrogative, and is in start to do, does, or did. No, the another other topic, no, in the unit is must and must plus and must not, ¿no? Lo cual más que todo aquí significa en español que enfoca un nivel alto de obligación, ¿no? One example, a student must be quiet in the library. The another topic, no, in the unit is permissions and prohibition. For example, using can't or using must not. Using can, I can, you can, no. And using must not, for example, you must not smoke. Another topic in the Unit 9 is permission. For example, using can, you can ask question in positive, no? One example. O in the another topic is using may. Es que más que todo using may se utiliza un tipo de forma más formal. For example, you may use a dictionary is an positive. And another form is using cold o polite. O es una forma de decirlo cortés, ¿no? Que es algo más cortés, ¿no? Y esto más que todo se lo suelo usar más que todo en preguntas, el call. For example, call, I use your computer. Now I continue to the unit 10. In the unit 10, the topic of the week is passive voice, passive voice in the present and the past, presente y pasado. ¿No? First, passive voice, este, en Spanish se lo usaba más que todo para hablar de hechos, hábitos, ¿no? Y verdades generales. And the structure is a subject plus am is are plus past participle, no? For example, the homework is done every day. Or another example, the letters are sent by mail. And another topic is about the simple past passive, ¿no? Eh, Esto es más que todo significa que se usa para acciones en términos, terminaciones, por ejemplo, pasadas o de historia, ¿no? And the structure is a subject plus was or were plus past participle. For example, the, the house was built in 1919. 1919. Or the homework was finished yesterday. Or the game was canceled. Now, I continue to the unit 11. In the unit 11, topic is the phrasal verbs. The phrasal verbs, o en español, son verbos más que todos que se componen de dos, que suelen ser de diferente al verbo original, ¿no? Eh, for example, I don't want to give up my job, or I don't want to give it up. And another topic is a present and future and real condition. En the present, future, and real condition, más que todo, en español significa segundo condicional o imaginary situations, ¿no? Situaciones imaginarias. And the structure is if plus past participle, eh, space, will plus verb. One example is if I had money, I would travel around the world. Now, continue to the unit 12. In the unit 12, the topic is report speech. O reportar lo que es alguien más dijo, ¿no? Y más que todo en sí, la oración debe combinar tanto, puede ir combinando. In the first, present simple and past simple. For example, I love play video games. No, it's in the present simple. And past simple is he said that he played video games. The another is present continuous and past continuous. In present continuous, for example, I am doing my homework. And past continuous is he said he was doing his homework. And now in present perfect and past perfect. An example, first, I have broken my leg. And the past perfect is he said he had broken his leg. And then he has all for the all the units. Thank you so much.